Hey, what's up everybody? Ivory here. Let's get real here for a minute. America, we have a problem. We've got so much debt right now. We're basically renting our lives from Visa, MasterCard, and Sally Mae. I'm talking about that I owe you my future plus my firstborn type of debt. And if we keep just letting this slide, our children are going to be cutting checks for the mistakes that we are making today. Wakey, wakey, people. Wakey, wakey. The debt revolution, it starts right now because it's time to change the narrative, light the match, and start a debt-free revolution. Who's with me? Right now, Americans owe $1 trillion in credit card debt. Yes, $1 trillion. And no, it doesn't come with a gold-plated thank you note from the banks. Yeah, we're making history, but not the kind of history anyone wants to remember. Now, are you gonna just sit there or are you gonna stand up and join the fight? Now, the system has us locked tighter than a Drake song on repeat. Yeah, you know the one.
I know when I like play, that can only mean one thing.
Yeah, more debt calls. Man, we're done dancing to that beat. It's time for some real talk, some real change. It's time to get serious right now. Look, I've been in the trenches with thousands of millennials and Gen Zers carrying debt like it's a family heirloom they never wanted. Now, I had this client, let's call her Gina. Gina was 29, working a solid job, but she had $20,000 in credit card debt. She told me, I keep paying the minimum, but the balance, it never moves. Do you ever feel like that? Like running on a treadmill, but you're not going anywhere. And this just isn't Gina's story. This is the story of millions and millions of Americans. Because guess what? The average credit card interest rate right now, it's sitting at 24%. Whew, man, that's like borrowing from the mafia. One day they're taking your house and the next day they're coming for your soul. But here's the wildest part, y'all. Over half of millennials are one paycheck away from being broke. You lose your job tomorrow and boom, you're living off ramen noodles, hope, and dollar store dinners that, let's be honest, nobody deserves that. And while we're out here swiping that credit card like it's candy, do you know who's getting richer? The banks. I mean, they're out here popping bottles like they're in a 2 Chainz video or something. Why? Because we're paying them and paying them well. Let's get real. Student loan debt is at 1.7 trillion. 61% of Gen Z and millennials have felt financially anxious in the past year. And get this, almost 50% of people don't even have $1,000 saved for an emergency. And meanwhile, CEO pay has gone up 1,322% since 1978. Yeah, they out here buying yachts while we just try to afford gas. Man, this isn't broken. It's burning. Man, if you're not angry yet, then you must not be paying attention. And honestly, if you're not mad right now, then you're probably asleep or a robot sent from Elon Musk's garage. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I actually want one of them Tesla robots. Now, before we get too heated now, do me a solid. And if you're ready to join a revolution, smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and as a little appreciation for hanging out with me, check the description for 9 better than free gifts that'll change your finances forever. But stay with me because we got a lot more heat to bring. Listen, I had this other client, Jason, who he thought he could outsmart the system. Yeah, I'll just pay the minimums until my crypto blows up. Yeah, about that. Now his crypto didn't go to the moon, but his debt, it surely did. Next thing you know, he's in $65,000 worth of credit card debt with the collection agency knocking on his door like they're auditioning for a reality TV show. Folks, it's not about the debt, it's about control. Debt has become this invisible chain locking us in place while the rich keep getting richer. Now we're out here doing the electric slide trying to keep up while they're out there chilling on Wall Street popping champagne. We're all familiar with that sinking feeling when the credit card bill arrives. It's like a horror movie you've seen way too many times. Now you go open that statement and it's like, congratulations, New Balance with interest. Honestly, at this point, I'm halfway expecting them to send thank you cards to people for funding their next yacht party. But seriously, you ever notice how the banks love us when we're knee deep in debt? And they're like, dear valued customer, Yeah, I'm so valuable that you slap me with a 24% interest rate. Makes you feel special, doesn't it? Ain't that nice? Man, who needs enemies when you got credit card companies? But enough with the sarcasm. Here's the deal, and it's no joke. Debt has become a modern day form of control. We've normalized it. We treat debt like a rite of passage, like getting your first car or your first heartbreak. Well, guess what? It's time to break up with debt. We've had enough. We're done playing by rules designed to keep us stuck. We're flipping the script, rewriting the narrative, and starting a new movement. This isn't just talk. This is action. We're starting a debt revolution right now. It's time to stop being spectators and start taking control of our financial futures. Now, here's how we do it. Real talk. Step 1, cut the access. Cancel subscriptions you don't even use. Look at your spending like you're watching a Netflix docu-series about scammers. Step 2, use the debt snowball method. Knock out the smallest debt first, celebrate that win, then move on to the next. I want you to attack that debt like it's an enemy. Step 3, side hustle, my friends. Sell your skills, your time, or even that old PlayStation you're not using. Extra cash flow goes to debt. You want peace? It's time to go hustle for it. Step 4 is community. Join the Debt Crushers United. Now, our members are paying off debt 3 years faster than the average American and saving $5,000 in interest. Now, that's real change. Link in the description. And to quote the great Nas, the world is yours, only if you stop making it the bank's. It's time to own it, not rent it from Visa. Look, it's time to get mad, it's time to get smart, and it's definitely time to get free. Join the revolution, subscribe to this channel, and drop a comment and let me know that you're ready to crush your debt once and for good. I'll be in the comments. Let's talk.